Hi everyone, this is Donnie Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. I hope you're doing well today. I'd like to give you some closeout business sourcing tips. If you are a retailer or a wholesaler, then you're going to be aware, or you're going to discover very quickly, that the highest profit margin that you can have on a per item basis is on closeout items. You can make a lot of money in selling items which you buy at the full wholesale price. But if you want to have the potential for the highest possible profit margin, you want to look for closeout items. Now, to look for closeout items, you first have to understand what a closeout item is. A closeout item is an item that is being literally closed out by either the manufacturer, the wholesaler, or the retailer. It's an item which they simply want to, write off their books. They want to sell it out and move on to another item. It could be a manufacturer that was making really beautiful dresses for the evening market, and now the manufacturer lost his largest customer and now just wants to manufacture a different product line, and he wants to close out those dresses. It can be a retailer that had a really nice collection of neckties, and now his customers are changing their fashion tastes and they don't want neckties anymore, and he wants to close out those neckties, and so on. So one of the best ways to find closeout items is to contact the manufacturers directly, find out what it is that they make, see if those are the items that you are looking for, and then find out if they have any items that they want to close out. They might not have any items right then, but they might have items in the future. So keep contacting them, be in touch with them, and hopefully you'll come across some really good deals that way. Another way is you can go directly to the retailers. Look for items that are on sale at a clearance price, and then speak to the manager. Find out if you can even get a lower price on those items. Those are items that the retailer wants to close out. That's why they are on clearance. Now, the items can be really good items, but there might be just too few items to continue holding on to them and putting them on the shelf. Imagine the retailer has a large stack of board games at the beginning of the month, and now it's the end of the month. You only have 2 board games. They're just going to fall behind other items. No one's going to notice them, so they put them out on clearance. They can mark them down up to 75-80% off the original retail price. You could speak to the manager. You might get a lower price. You could buy you don't just have to buy that one item. You can buy many different items that are on clearance, bring them to your store, and then sell them at a decent price, which is still below the original retail price. You'll be working on a good profit margin. Imagine if it's an item which retails ordinarily for $40, you get it for 80% off, which means now that you've paid $8 for that item. If you sell that item at half the original retail price, that's $20. That's a pretty good profit margin. And you could do the same with many other items. Another way to look for closeout items is to go to stores. Go to mom and pop shop stores, go to discount stores. They don't have to be large retail chains. Find out what merchandise they have that isn't moving. They might want to liquidate all of their inventory at the end of the season before they bring in new merchandise, or they might have bought merchandise from a wholesaler and they're having a difficult time selling it and they just want to close out those items. And the more stores you visit, the more of a chance you're going to have for finding those items. Especially a store owner is that's operating a small store is going to be working on a tighter budget. So if he could turn some of his merchandise into cash, even if it's at a loss to what he paid for those items, but it'll enable him to bring money back into the business and buy new merchandise, that's a great opportunity for him or for her. So approach retailers, find out what items that they're looking to close out on, make them a decent offer that still allows you to make a good amount of money, and you'll find some great deals that way. Alright, you're always welcome to come to my warehouse. I have a full range of closeout brand name, boutique, and private label merchandise. You're welcome to visit anytime you want. My website is closeoutexplosion.com. Have a great day.